Why would you want to live in Twin Creeks? Well, do you love the outdoors? Want something a little bit quieter than Austin? Need a good school system? That's why. Twin Creeks is located in Cedar Park, about 20 miles northwest of Austin, and it is a beautiful little suburb. It's a little bit quieter. I'm going to show you around on the map today what you can find all around it, how to get to the grocery store, where the shopping is, all about the golf course, all about the real estate. So let's get started on Twin Creeks. Hi, my name is Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help moving in and around Austin, Texas, and we sure do love it. So whether you're looking to move today, tomorrow, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you. Now, what's so special about Twin Creeks? Well, I've already mentioned it's pretty. I've already mentioned that it's slower paced than Austin, and I've already mentioned that it has a good school. So what else? Well, let's do a little bit of fact finding here. First of all, it's located in Cedar Park, and Cedar Park's population is just over 74,000 people. And it was voted as one of the best suburbs in Texas on niche.com. It was voted 32 out of 416 suburbs. It has a top-notch golf course, and you can get in for one of the lowest initiation fees in town, as well as you can get in a golf community home with one of the lowest prices for a home in town and the surrounding areas. Twin Creeks and the greater Cedar Park area also is very convenient to a lot of the tech hub of Austin. Major employers run up and down Highway 183, so not necessarily will you have to come all the way back into Austin if you're working. So let's check out this community in detail on the map from the bird's eye view so you can get a feel for it and know if it's right for you. All right, as we do this map tour of Twin Creeks, first of all, where in the heck is it? Well, in relation to downtown Austin, which is right here, we're about 20 miles to the northwest. And if we're heading over to the airport, it's not too much further. It's about 26 miles over to the airport, but you do get to take this Highway 183 the whole way, and it's a pretty easy shot. It does have a bit of toll road on it in this section over here, and then some section up here, but it is a very relatively easy route to get to the airport from somewhere that is kind of on the other side of town. You can see in this map here the undulation over in the Twin Creeks area, and we'll go through that in more detail when we're looking at the actual golf course, but it's beautiful. There's rolling hills, cliffs, very much panoramic views depending on where your house is located on it. So let's dive in and check it out in greater detail. Okay, so let's talk about the homes in the area. This is the area we're talking about right here, right surrounding the Twin Creeks Country Club. It's Twin Creeks community right here, and then we have the reserve at Twin Creeks over here. These homes are part of Bella Vista, but very similar price point. So in this part right here, the average price point for closed homes is around $840,000. That puts it about $250 a square foot, and homes on average are just over 3,000 square feet. And they're generally speaking on about a quarter-acre lot, so good size, but not terribly big. The home started in the early 2000s-ish, and that's when the golf course was built. In all the golf communities, generally homes start just here and there, and then the golf course is built, and then it really starts expanding. This community, you can still get in for around $500,000 or low $500,000, and there aren't too many golf communities that you can get in at that price. Twin Creeks and Onion Creek would be the two, and they're on exact opposite sides of town. But let's just have a look at some of these homes here in the community so you can get an idea of what type of home to expect. So this home was built in 2006, $650,000, just over 2,500 square feet. And you can get an idea of what that price point will get you in Twin Creeks with no view. This home here is closer to our average list price at $874,900. Also built in 2006, 3,633 square feet. It has the kind of exterior brick facade on the interior, and a well-appointed kitchen with some granite that is also probably from 2006, but a very nice house here. And at the very top of the range in Twin Creeks, $1,250,000, much larger at 4,347 square feet, but you can see it has a beautiful pool with a little swim-up bar there, and it has a bit of privacy there in the back. Much larger, and similar granite in the kitchen finish out. So those are the style of homes you're going to be able to find in the Twin Creeks area, and remember that you can get in for the low 500s, and you don't find that in any other golf course community in town except perhaps Onion Creek. All right, so how do you get around Twin Creeks? How far do you have to go to get to shopping, groceries, and things like that? Well, Lakeline Mall is just about 4 miles away. Super easy drive to get out there. And at Lakeline Mall, you're going to have everything you need as far as the big box stores, your restaurants, your cinema. It's an indoor mall, and it has a big food court inside. But this is kind of, you can get an idea here. If you need to go walking in the winter perhaps, or maybe even walking in the summer, you can walk this mall. There's an area or a picture of the food court area there. So it has the department stores, and it has the little boutique stores as well. And that's just a short drive away. Also, if you want to go to the cinema over here, you have cinema in the mall, and then you have also the Alamo Draft House. The Alamo Draft House is our cinema where they bring food and drinks to your seat. So it is a really fun way to watch the movie. You don't have to get out of your chair to go and get your food. Well, what about groceries? Quite easy. Here is the Twin Creeks area that we are coming from. We have an H-E-B Plus over here, and we also have an H-E-B over by the Lakeline Mall. So depending on which way you're leaving out of the neighborhood, it's super convenient to get to the H-E-B. And if anyone doesn't know what our H-E-B is, it's our biggest grocery store here in Texas. Superior quality, huge selection, you name it, you can get it at the H-E-B. Well, what about the schools? Check this out, how close they are. The high school is just across this main road here at Anderson Mill. And when I say main road, it's no Highway 183 or anything, but it is a bigger 4-lane road there. And then you have Cedar Park Middle School just a tick further, just a few miles away. So that's one of the best things about living in the whole Cedar Park area is the schools feed into the Leander ISD. And the Leander ISD has an overall rating of 89 out of 100. They do have a large enrollment of over 41,000 students, but it covers a wide area. So the actual high school gets a 93 out of 100. Their total enrollment is 2,004 students, puts it about 16 students per teacher. And then the middle school gets an 87 out of 100. That's total enrollment about 663 and just about 15 students per teacher. So many people really enjoy being in the Leander ISD system. Now let's talk about the outdoor activities. I mean, look, you're only 3 miles to Lake Travis. That's the closest access point. And let's be real, if we haven't had much rain, this isn't going to have much water there. You may have to get out over here to the bit deeper part of the lake. However, you are right on top of Lake Travis, and you can get there quickly, get to your boat, get lake access, go over here to one of the rental places. You can even get to the zip line adventures. I've done that. It is super fun because one of the last zip lines, you can race a friend down and you're over the water. So it's a really fun. Here's that time where you're kind of racing a friend and go over the water. So there's a ton to do from the Twin Creeks area. There are also a lot of parks in the area, so let's check those out. So right here in the neighborhood, we have Twin Creeks Park. Has a playground, pavilion. You can head out there and get on the trails, get a nice little walk around in, beautiful trees out there. Then if we come a little bit further south, we have Queen's Bath. A lot of people take their dogs to do a little bit of swimming in that area as well. And then as we move around down here to the bottom, We have the Twin Creeks Historical Park. Again, beautiful trails through there. You can go under these rock formations, little creek coming through. And then there's this old schoolhouse that's super cool. It's a historical designation, and sometimes they'll take tours through there. You just have to get that organized. And all of those parks are right there within the community. Then if you're thinking, well, I might need more pampering, more a little bit hands-on, the Miraval Resort and Spa, highly recommend it. You can do a lot of outdoor activities, or you can just sit in this beautiful pool all day and overlook Lake Travis. The rooms are great. I've stayed there before, and they have all of these kind of, you can either do a cooking class, you can do the spa, you can do these rope swings, you can do the garden. It's just a very, very tranquil place if you just need a little staycation. I saved the golf for last. Let's look at the golf course here. You can see how it cuts through the hillsides out there. If you look down here, you can see the little bit of the elevation change from the clubhouse here overlooking that fairways down below. In fact, you can't even see them hardly from the clubhouse because they're so much further down below. You can get a better concept here of how much the drop off is. And that's just a lot of the topography out there. So here is the clubhouse right here. We have the swimming pool, and that's kind of the lanes you can swim in. Then we have the kids pool. It has a big slide over there. Tennis courts, of course. The fitness center is in this room, and then there's a big outdoor fireplace here, so people hang out there in the winter and have events and things. The golf course was designed by Freddy Couples, and he tried to leave it as much as nature intended as possible. So you can see how the holes kind of jut out here into the green space, and they don't stay in the neighborhoods too much. You do have some holes with homes bordering the fairways, as you do in every country club community, but a lot of them are just over here, and they're just like cut into nature, and he left it as best he could as he found it, and just carved out the fairways from the trees. So you're gonna have a lot of rock outcroppings, you're gonna have a lot of elevation carries over and under the cliffs and things. You have a few creeks running through there, and like here's one right here that'll get you if you're not paying attention. Anyway, it's a very, very pretty course. Helps to have played it a couple of times because there are some holes where you really need to know where to hit it off the tee. But it's a 18-hole golf course, and like I mentioned before, over here they do have the amenities just like other country clubs. Not as big. We've only got the 2 tennis courts here, but they do have a really cool space over here for the kids. That's a big whale over there, and this is a tubular slide thing that goes down, and that's all separate from these actual swimming lanes if someone's over there getting some exercise. So right now the full membership is $15,000. It's one of the best values in the surrounding Austin area. In fact, there's only one course that's less than that at the moment, and that's River Place. Now, of course, these initiation fees are always subject to change, but it is a very good value, and if you want to be a little bit off the beaten path, a little bit outside of Austin, this is probably going to be a very, very good choice for you. You get good value, a really good golf course, and it's quite easy to get into Austin when you need to. Thank you for sticking around today. I would like to invite you to the comment section below. I answer them all myself personally, and I would love to hear from you. Now, if you like this community of Twin Creeks and Cedar Park and you want to know more about it, or you want to see some homes in person, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.